It's me, Dave from before. Dave Hill from Show Business. Dave Hill sitting here in my crime-riddled office. Welcome to the Crime Blotter with me, Dave, mentioned earlier. The Crime Blotter, what is it? I know what you're thinking. What the hell is it? It's a little podcast. Well, first of all, it's America's best true crime podcast in my medical opinion. It's also a show in which I take a look at some of America's so-called lesser crimes, which just so happen to have taken place in my native northeastern Ohio. Are they lesser crimes, though? I don't know. I think you'll find most of them really aren't. Deeply disturbing. Before we go any further, I want to thank all my Patreon subscribers. Thank you so much. Keeping me, my sweet dog Lucy, having doggy treats, and me off the streets, and, not getting mixed up with the wrong crowd. Very grateful. If you would like to sign up for my Patreon, just go right here, the link, patreon.com/Mr. Dave Hill. All the teens are doing it. It's wild. It's a wild scene. But let's get into it. I have a lot of crimes. Serious crimes today. Disturbing crimes. Crimes I don't even know if you can handle. Maybe you're driving down a highway late at night and you're like, want a little Dave to keep you company with some crimes. Well, maybe you'll think twice about that. Because here we go. From the Hunting Valley Police Blotter. Open garage door. Why am I reading it that way? Open garage door catches officer's eye. If I had an editor, that would say, edit that out. Let's do it again. But this is from the Hunting Valley Police Blotter. I can tell you firsthand, Hunting Valley. Are there polo matches in Hunting Valley? Yeah, there are. Is it delightful? Yeah. Is there a great ice cream shop in town? Yes. But it's Helltown, as you'll see. Open garage door catches officer's eye. This is suspicious. The case, it's a file under suspicious. Topping Lane. Topping Lane. Oh, bet all sorts of beautiful homes on Topping Lane, right? Wrong. I mean, crime-riddled homes, sure. Shortly after noon, April 3rd, gosh, that was just 5 days ago, an officer on patrol noticed a resident's garage door open. What? Was blood spilling out of it? We can only assume. Upon checking further, the officer saw that the resident had just returned home and everything was fine. Okay. I'm going to call this case closed, but I don't know. If I were that officer, I'd swing on back, see what's going on over there on Topping Lane. Again, I don't have an editor to add echo. Would be cool, I think. Yeah, this is deeply disturbing. This is, Hunting Valley is probably about 15 minutes maybe from where I grew up in Majestic University Heights, Ohio. I was painting my friend's mom's house in not far from Hunting Valley. I can't remember what town. And I accidentally set off the alarm and the police came and I had the garage door open. And they pulled up in the driveway and then were walking. And then when they saw me, they pulled their gun. And then I said, oh, I'm just the guy painting the house. Don't worry. And he's like, oh, sorry. Anyway, just in case you wonder whether I've lived it or not. Yeah, I have actually. Next crime. Curb 1. Drunk driver 0. This is from the North Ridgeville Police Blotter. Wait, you're thinking, Dave, didn't we have some crimes in North Ridgeville just last week? Yeah, we did. I warned you it's a Helltown. I warned you. Curb 1, drunk driver 0. This case of drunk driving. A lot of times they say drunk driving. Some horn is honking out there. I live in New York City. Actually, weirdly, not that much crime compared to North Ridgeville, Ohio. Drunk driving, Center Ridge Road. Center Ridge, oh. Should we stop off for a soup and salad on Center Ridge? I don't think so. Not after you hear this. A woman arrested on a charge of drunk driving after hitting a curb, which destroyed her tire on March 18th. March 18th? Isn't that the day after St. Patrick's Day? Was she still at it? I don't know. And this is, a lot of these cases, I should say, very short. Not a lot of details here. She hits a curb, right? Or she gets a flat tire, we can only assume. And then the police are like, hey, ma'am, can I help you, ma'am? Just trying to be helpful. Sorry, I had to drink some coffee. That it helps me. As one of the greatest legal and criminal minds in North America, coffee really helps me stay sharp. I'm not getting any sponsorship money for saying that. I don't even know what kind this is. Anyway, yeah, so they arrested her, drunk driving. It's pretty open and shut case, or is it? I don't know. Not the best case, really. I'm gonna sneeze, though. It deserves a sneeze. Oh my god. Again, if I had an editor, we would get rid of the sneezes. But this is, a real warts and all podcast. You get all the crime, all the sneezing, all the destroyed tires. How'd she get home? Did she have a flat? We don't know. Let's go to the next. Oh my gosh. Pepper Pike Police Blotter. Pepper Pike, is it right by Hunting Valley? Yeah, pretty sure it's the next town over. Is it idyllic? Yeah. When I was a kid, didn't I dream of living in Hunting Valley or Pepper Pike? Isn't that where all the rich kids lived? Yeah, pretty much. My chart is not Sue chart. Man claims brother's identity at hospital. I guess that's a play on Mi Casa, Su Casa. Very, not the strongest, but whatever. My chart is not Sue chart, but I do like a little Spanglish in there. Man claims brother's identity at hospital. Here we go. Okay, then when I look at this, there's a picture of a Pepper Pike police car. Just in case you doubted crime was happening, this is a case of obstruction, which sounds pretty serious. Not gonna lie. Brainerd Road, yeah. Don't you just take Brainerd up there on the way to, probably hit Beechwood Mall eventually, right? I don't even know. I think so, though. I'm not a doctor. Police received several calls at 9 p.m. March 29th. Wait a minute, isn't that like 5 days before the thing with the garage door open in Hunting Valley? Is there a connection? I don't know. I think so. Police received several calls at 9 p.m. March 29th from motorists who encountered, this gets good, a shirtless man walking in the road asking drivers to find him a hospital. It happens. Police, and if you want to get to a hospital, walk around shirtless. It's a good start. Police and EMS arrived. That's an ambulance, basically, if you didn't know, and transported the man to Ahuja Medical Center. Never heard of that one. Shirtless. So they were like, do you need a shirt? He's like, nah, I'm good. I'm guessing. There, he used his brother's identity, leading to medical bills and possible medical history problems for the brother. Great. Thanks, Randy. I don't know if his name is Randy, but we can only assume. You get a shirtless guy wandering around. Statistically speaking, 99% chance his name is Randy. Shirtless guys walking around in Pepper Pike, of all places. Not a big shirtless walking around town, in my experience. The man claimed to be a 32-year-old resident of Wycliffe. That's a hell town a few towns over. The following day, Wycliffe police contacted Pepper Pike officers. I love that the police from the different towns are interacting. That way things are serious. To correct the man's identity as a 29-year-old Eastlake man. I'm listening. Eastlake, I think, is further out. Maybe it's not. I don't know. From Cleveland, that is. And the brother of the man... Okay, correct the man's identity as a 29-year-old Eastlake man and the brother of the man he claimed to be. Why would you go to the hospital and claim to be your brother? I don't know. What's he hiding from? This case is definitely open. Charges for obstruction and identity theft are pending. You bet your ass they are. But though I'm calling it right now. I admire his joie de vivre. I do. This is crazy and adorable. This next case I'm going to lay on you. But that's straight. Let's back it up, though, a little bit. It's pretty much straight out of an episode of Cops. A guy wanders around shirtless, asking people to find him a hospital. We can only assume he's bumming smokes, too, or maybe just can't find his pack. He's patting around his chest. Which pocket did I leave my smokes in? And then he's like, wait, I wasn't wearing a shirt. Sorry. Okay. Let's go on. Dog bites trash collector, a story as old as time itself. From the Gates Mills police blotter. Gates Mills, isn't Gilmore School there? Fancy kids school? Yeah, it is. Did I go to a hockey game there recently in the last few years? Yeah, I did. Why not? Dog bite. I love this. I mean, any story where a dog gets one over on a human, I'm in fully. So, is the dog a criminal? No. Is he adorable? Yeah. Dog bite, Gates Road. I don't think it is Gates Road. I think they meant Gates Mills Road. But what do I know? I'm not a doctor. A Rumpke driver. What? What is Rumpke? A Rumpke driver. I'm going to look. What is Rumpke? I mean, R-U-M, like rump, like butt. Let's look it up. What was he doing? Okay. Rumpke. Rumpke, that was my nickname in high school. Oh, it's trash pickup and recycling, sir. Rumpke, that sounds like a name of a sexy dance. Let's do the Rumpke dance. Sorry. A Rumpke driver was bitten by a dog while picking up recyclables at a residence March 24th. Is that 5 days before the thing with the guy wandering around without a shirt? Yeah. Gates, again, this is in Gates Mills. That's like right by Pepper Pike and Hunting Valley. Again, growing up, in this area, I thought, oh, nothing ever goes wrong in those towns, but couldn't be more wrong. Rumpke driver was bitten by a dog. Okay, we got that. He had already driven himself to the hospital for care before reporting the incident. Okay, still siding with the dog. Also, couldn't have been that big of an incident. Well, maybe it was serious, and then he's like, I gotta get some care, then I'll report it. What are you reporting the dog? Dog didn't do anything. Officers learned that the homeowner's daughter was watching the dog and that it got free from the home. Still not mad at the dog. I'm just calling it like I see it. No citations were issued, of course not, because the dog's adorable and did nothing wrong. Paperwork was provided showing that the dog was up to date on its vaccinations. I want to know what kind of dog it is, and I also want to give him a scritch and a scratch. I really do. Sorry, Rumpke driver that got bitten. Not my problem. This is a closed case. Doggies are adorable. Doggies are the best. So are kitty cats. And goats and horses I also like. Okay. Moving on. This next case. Drunk driver proudly drinks vodka, not tequila, in his margaritas. This is from the Broadview Heights police blotter. Broadview Heights, if you're going to drive around while drunk on vodka margaritas, you could do a lot worse than Broadview Heights. Broadview Heights, it's a delightful little hamlet. Yeah, great place to raise a family. Drunken driving. See, this is what I said. Remember earlier they called it drunk driving. This is drunken driving. It's just semantics? Is it two different things? I don't know. Drunken driving, Broadview Road. That sounds like one of the main roads there in Broadview Heights. On March 5th, oh my God, March 5th. Let's connect the dots. That's like a month before the garage door was open in Hunting Valley, I think. Was it Hunting Valley? On March 5th, police observed a red Chevrolet Corvette. We know it's a Chevrolet. We're not idiots. Police observed a red Chevrolet Corvette. Of course, the guy drinking vodka margaritas drives a red Corvette. Little red Corvette. Traveling 70 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour. Okay, he's speeding of southbound Broadview Road. Sounds pretty avoidable, weird margarita guy. The driver who smelled like booze, of course. I don't think anyone driving a red Corvette doesn't smell like booze. The driver who smelled like booze said he was headed home after being at a local restaurant where he had one drink, a margarita with vodka, not tequila. I like how he's like telling the cops, like, look, bro, do things a little differently. Hate to break it to you. And then they're like, yeah, you're under arrest. After failing a field sobriety test, during which he had a hard time counting and keeping his balance, the man was arrested for drunken driving. He was also cited for reckless operation and speeding. Also, I'm just going to call it, if your vodka has or your margarita has vodka instead of tequila, I'm going to say it's not a margarita, okay? Can you have a mezcal margarita? Sure. Can you have a sotol, a drink sotol or whatever? I just learned about it. You could probably do that. But vodka margarita, that's made up, pal. And you deserve to be arrested. You deserve it. But I do love his joie de vivre. I'm going to say it again. Twice in one episode we're saying joie de vivre. And stick with me, kid. Who am I calling kid? What's going on with me, really? Anyway, my point is, I'll say I'm gonna rate it. I do love that he made it clear to the officers that it was not, in fact, a margarita with tequila, but with vodka. He's a champion. Can't stay mad at the doggy, and the thing with the garage door being open. I worry. I guess I just worry. This has been another incredible episode of the Crime Blotter with me, Dave Hill, America's, I'm going to say, greatest true crime podcaster, greatest criminal mind, greatest legal mind, except for my dad. He was a lawyer. He was seriously good at it. He was basically like Atticus Finch and and Matlock rolled up into name some other lawyer. He's in there too. Anyway, thank you for listening to the Crime Blotter. Let me know what you think in the comments, especially if you love it. Are there things I could do differently? Are there certain crimes you want to hear about? Let me know. And please, if you can, sign up, subscribe for my Patreon right over there. Patreon.com/Mr. Dave Hill. And until next time, watch your backs, watch your rooftops, and most of all, hey, let's be careful out there. I don't know why I growled, barked, kind of like a tribute to the dog, really. All right, bye-bye. Oh, I'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be fun.